Today I am going to be showing you how to make a zipper pocket with an overlay like this. This is beautiful, this is simple, this is what the back looks like. I did not stitch the bottom closed because we are going to be having another demonstration where I need the bottom of the pocket to be open. Now this is what the front looks like. Once again, let me show you the interior. It is super duper neat and beautiful. It is so neat and beautiful, and it is simple and easy for beginners. Most times when people make a zipper pocket with an overlay, they tend to use vinyl, cork, leather, non-frame fabrics. But today we are going to be using cotton, yes, because you can actually use cotton to achieve this. So without further ado, let us get this tutorial started. First, we are going to need a template to our overlay. Now, the first rectangle we are going to draw is going to be the window where our zipper tape will sit. So it's half an inch tall by your preferred width, okay? So the height is going to be half an inch and whatever width you prefer. Mine is half an inch by 7 inch, and I added 1 inch to all sides, then I rounded off the corners. So you can decide to add half an inch on all sides and leave the corners rectangle. That is your choice. So it is personal preference. You can decide not to round off the corners. Like I said earlier, there are different styles to experiment with, so do your research and figure out what style you want. So I cut that out on my mid-width stabilizer, so you can use Decoville Light or EVA for Marco, and the width of my zipper tape is the complete width of my overlay. We have our zipper pole, and this is my cotton fabric that is going to be wrapped around the template. So as you can see, it is interfaced with soft woven interfacing to get it started, and yeah, that is it. And this is my lining. It is just the normal size of lining for a regular zipper pocket, okay? And this is the main panel which we are going to be constructing on. Now what I am going to do first is that I am going to fuse my stabilizer to the fabric that I am going to be using. Like I said, this is cotton fabric. Now if your stabilizer does not come with glue on it, all you have to do is to look for a way to attach both panels together. So if you are using contact cement, fabric glue, or double-sided tape, you just want both of them to stick however you can. Now that that is done, on the corners I am going to draw out a V shape on both corners, and I am going to connect the top of that V shape with a straight line, just like we do when we are constructing a regular zipper pocket, right? I know you understand what I mean. Now after that is done, I am going to apply contact cement all over the panel, on the template, the stabilizer, and the fabric panel, because I am going to be gluing all of that in place. If you decide to use vinyl, cork, leather, any non-frame fabric, you know that you are skipping all of these parts. You are not gluing down anything, at least not until the real construction begins. But all of these parts where you have to wrap the main panel around a stabilizer, you are skipping all of this. Now that my contact cement is dry, I am going to open up the window by cutting on the line that I drew earlier, just like we do when we are constructing a regular pocket, right? So yes, the straight line in the middle and the corners, you want to make sure that you get to the corners without cutting into your stabilizer, okay? So after that is done, I am going to glue down the fabric to the stabilizer panel, and I am going to do that all around, making sure that it is tight and snug. And for the corners, if you decide to round your corners, you can decide to create a slit at the corners, but I just prefer to go in and do it without a slit, so whichever one rocks your boat. And if you did not round off your corners, you know that you're supposed to make sure that you fold your corners so that the bumps do not show on the right side of the panel, okay? So every bumps and every rough end is supposed to be to the wrong side of the panel. I hope you understand. Now our overlay is ready to go. This is what your vinyl, leather or cork is going to look like. You are going to skip all the wrapping step, and this is what it's going to look like. So now I am going to apply double-sided tape to the middle of the panel of the template like so, and I am going to bring my lining or whichever panel, if it is the main panel that the overlay is going to be on, and I am going to center that. So you're going to do that according to the instructions in the pattern you're following or according to your preference. So you're going to glue that down, remove the backing of the double-sided tape, and you're going to glue that down the way it's supposed to be on the main panel. I am currently working on the Jolene drawstring bag. This is prototype 2, and I decided to give you guys some tips and tutorials as I go on. Yeah, so this is prototype 2. If the pattern is ready as at the time of recording this video or as at the time that this video is out, I am going to leave the link to the pattern and the link to the full bag making tutorial in the description box below and in the comment section, so that you can get the pattern and you can make the bag for yourself. Now I am going to stitch the template to the lining panel using this high and low shank presser foot that I have been practicing with. Now you can decide to backstitch if you want, but I'm not going to backstitch. Instead, I am going to leave long thread tails that I am going to tie at the back. Now after stitching, I am going to cut out the window where the zipper tape is going to sit. So if you have a rotary cutter and a cutting mat, this would be easier. So all you have to do is to cut out first, to cut out the fabric in the middle like so, just like you're creating the window for the zipper template. And yeah, you are going to cut, making sure that you are not cutting the template and you're not cutting your stitches. So look at the way the scissors is going in. We are going into the template, but we are not cutting the template and we are not cutting the stitches. Now we are going to turn it to the back and we are going to use our fingers as a guide. Yes, you're going to put your fingers under the lining fabric and you're going to cut out on the fabric, making sure that you have at least about 1/8 of an inch left or 1/4 inch left. You want to make sure that you're not cutting on your template and on your stitches. Now I have a window that is ready to be worked with. Yes, this is what we have. Now I am going to turn it to the back. I still have my double-sided tape on the middle, right? And I am going to place my zipper tape. I am just going to center my zipper tape so that the zipper teeth is to the window, right? Because that is what we want. We want the zipper teeth to be visible. I am just eyeballing, but you want to make sure that it's centered as you possibly can, and I'm going to adjust until I am satisfied with the way it looks. Now it is flipped to the wrong side, and I'm going to apply double-sided tape to the middle of the panel, just like we did earlier on, or you can apply it to the edges of the zipper tape, okay, so that it aligns with the edges of the zipper tape. I'm going to remove the backing of the double-sided tape, and I am going to apply, or I'm going to place my lining. You want to make sure that your lining is interfaced. I forgot to mention it earlier. This is just for practical purposes, and this is prototype 2 of the Jolene drawstring bag. Okay, so you want to place the lining right side down. So the wrong side of the line is what is facing me right now, and when I flip it to the right side, that's the right side of the panel, the right side of the lining is what is facing me right now. So I am going to pin in place, and I am going to stitch only across the bottom in order to secure the lining to the panel that we are working on. Okay, now you can backstitch at the beginning, at the end if you want, but I am going to leave long thread tails, and I am using a zipper foot. Now I'm going to remove the pins that I used to hold the lining in place, and I'm going to flip the lining back. Now at this point you should press to make sure everything is smooth and clean. And now I am going to insert my zipper pull. Very important, do not forget. Okay, so you don't want to construct the whole thing and see that you forgot to insert your zipper pull. Okay, so how to insert your zipper pull? Because we've secured the bottom part of the zipper tape, now we are rest assured that we can apply our zipper pull equally. But you can insert your zipper pull at the beginning, you don't have to do it now. Okay, whichever one rocks your boat. So you are going to first insert the zipper pull into the side that has been secured, then you peel off the other side of the zipper tape that has not been secured, then you insert that too, and yeah, you're going to push in your zipper pull so that it goes into your zipper tape. Okay, after that is done, you are going to let the overlay fall naturally just as it would, and you are going to tape that back. Okay, so you are going to press it so that the double-sided tape sticks to the zipper tape. All right, so now I'm going to flip to the back, and I am going to apply double-sided tape to the top edge just like we did to the bottom side of the panel in order to apply the lining first. Okay, so I'm going to apply double-sided tape at the top. I am going to peel out the backing of the double-sided tape, and I am going to align the top of the lining. I am just going to bring that back so that we can cover up our lining. So just like so, I am aligning that short edge onto the double-sided tape so that it holds in place. Now I am going to flip to the front, and I am going to stitch from one side across the top down to the other side. Okay, you can backstitch if you want, but like I did earlier, I am going to leave long thread tails that I am going to tie at the back. Okay, and you want to make sure you're using a zipper foot for this. Now this is what we've got all sewn and ready to go. So now what we have to do now is to stitch the sides closed, and once that is done, your zipper pocket is ready. Easy, right? If there is anything you do not understand, please let me know in the comment section, and let me know what other tutorials you would like to see. Now this is super duper beautiful. I really love this pocket. I think I even prefer this style to a regular zipper pocket. Yeah, and if you want to see the next tutorial where we are going to be using the bottom of this lining, let me know. You want to make sure you subscribe and you turn off the notification bell. You turn on the notification bell so that you get notified when the tutorial comes on. And yeah, I am going to let you know in the comment section if the Julian drawstring bag is ready, and I will see you in the next video.